the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
No. 319. It's the slant.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the...
Hey, 88. 399.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon.
36.
And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
No. 319.
52 right here. 52. Hey.
319.
On second down, here's Mixon. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's set a tone.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Patriots take over. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check your hot read.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know you felt that one.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Hey, wahoo!
Check 9.
Hey, rock that.
Off play action. Clifford. He's going to fire one deep over into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
We got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. It's
Easy. 4, check 4.
check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
And as runners, you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Blue 58.
Watch 2. Hey, I'm coming.
Get 300. Get 300. Blue 58.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Kill.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Check.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Hey, check. Back 6.
Here's Roger with the throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 19.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Blue 58.
58's the mic.
Let's go, D. Hey, check 26.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers.
Oh, here we go.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Milano came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
26. Kill.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Ready?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43.
152 fighter. Smooth. Let's go. Let's go. Get set. Get it.
Back to throw. Clifford. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Here we go. Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Wide.
A give to Michelle running right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 31 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
At the 30-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch twist.
On 2nd down, Mixon.
Run.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Man left. We got 4.
Go to 50. No.
Rodgers now on 1st down.
Let's get this.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Good stuff. Keep doing that.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And taking it right down Broadway. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Sanders now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Bengals 3.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Safety's creeping. Slam, slam, slam. Watch twist. Watch.
Now Joe Mixon.
It's run, fellas, it's run.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
6 guys.
Now P-Ryan. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Pick your game up. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike.
Go.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Looking for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it here with P-Ryan. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
The Patriots take
Let's go.
over
Let's do
1st
this.
and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 2nd down, Michelle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
50's the Mike. 50's the Mike. All day, just like that. Just like that. Hey, alert. Mike's go.
Off the play fake. Clifford. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep. It got his man. Complete. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 87 yards. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Come on.
Joker, 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 Joker.
6-6, bullet high.
Alert 3. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come, come. Check, 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 check.
Shoot.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Got his man, that's Harry. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. A big play there for New England. 49 yards.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. On the ground is Michel. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel. His way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Patriots have retaken the lead. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
makes the score Patriots 21, Bengals 17.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left and a half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzama, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Mike, 2. Watch 2.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is brought in at the 21. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Ready.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Check 99. Check 99.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
57's Mike. All day, baby, all day.
57. Mike, 57.
I know he ain't got it. 57's the Mike. 57.
Looking to throw on second down. Clifford. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
First down,
10-2 saw.
57. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Get it.
On first and 10, Clifford. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They were looking for Johnson that time. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Back north.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Shoot. Yeah, Liz.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
at their own 36-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm coming for you, son. Kill.
And it's Michel once again. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Michel, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On the set.
52, Mike 52. Let's go,
Hey, orbit.
5-2 is the Mike.
To throw on 2nd down. Clifford, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Hey, tighten down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Clifford. And he's going to go down again. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Watch the curls.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, switch.
Hey, take 26.
Nixon will try the right side. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. Credit the tackle to DJ Swearinger.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's get that ball.
Back north.
To the right, boy. Tighty to the right. Move. Alert. 3 down.
Hey, zoom.
Watch 2.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers rolling to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Two draw Corker. Ready?
On 1st down, Clifford got a man open. That's Harry. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, They often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Catch is made by Harry. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Throwing on first down, Clifford. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Room here to run. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. His throw incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. That'll bring up second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Mixon. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
5-2's the mic. Mike's 5-2, Mike.
Buzz.
In your face.
Boxing.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Here we go.
Hey, 88.
Choose the mic.
No chance.
Mike 2. Watch 2.
Hey, Haywood.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready?
52. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Five.
2nd and 6. Out to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Looking to throw. Clifford, and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Anthony Hitchens picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on that last drive, Whitford on fourth turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Now a carry for Pirine, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And that is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs.
Ready?
The Pats at the line ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's grip.
Off the bootleg, Clifford. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Off play action. Clifford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. In for the score. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Back to throw. Clifford going for it all. Got a man. It's Johnson. End zone for a New England touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Mike 2.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He completes it to Boyd. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Get ready.
A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
You got 3 down.
Now it's Rodgers. Open man is Ross, complete. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Here we go.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they...
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Rodgers now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
In your face.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Oh, you got deep?
He's going to have the first down past the 20. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Strong right. Strong right.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Clifford going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. Well, the ball is out. Michelle lost it.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Let's go now. 30 base. Hey, wahoo!
57.
57.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Clifford. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Crash. Begin.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, exit.
57 to Mike.
2nd and 4.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Touchdown city, baby.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Well, we saw action to the final whistle in this one. Not only the touchdown at the end to add to their lead, then they tried to put more on top of the 2-point conversion but didn't get it.
That's someone that wants to win and by as many as possible. They don't get the 2-point conversion to add on top, but just the idea of going for it with that type of a lead already when they didn't.
Honey, dash. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just